Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Power. Oh, I forget every time. Hooah! All right. Hey, what's up, Power? I hope you're doing well. And also, before we get too far into this, everybody always hits the follow button when I'm not even streaming. It's wild. So, Alda Go, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. And Mimir IPWG. Mimir, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. So, one really quick thing. So at the end of the last stream, I got a little frustrated, but I had one thing clarified for me, and that is, so I was a little frustrated that my training lance got the assassination that spawned right on it. So something to remember for folks, and I didn't really know this or didn't comprehend it at least. So your recon lances, when you deploy them, they generally don't spawn a mission on their hex. They're not supposed to anyways, for the most part. And then when you're responding to a mission, it doesn't spawn a new mission in. So essentially, but then any other lance that you deploy anywhere on the area of operations, it rolls for a possible encounter or a possible mission. So essentially what you end up with is, since your training lances are about the only ones that you just like deploy willy-nilly, every single time you deploy them, it'll feel like they have a disproportionate amount of mission spawn right on their hex, but it's just because they're the only lance that you're not deploying in response to something. So it can happen. It is what it is. Now we have to figure out what we're going to do with this, though. So we are on an objective raid that is supposed to go on for like a couple of months-ish. We got through one mission, but now we have 3 pending. So we better do our job, I guess. So we've got Tango Lance, which with a bunch of really, truly terrible pilots. So bad. We've got an attached ally and a Crusader. We've got a Mech Commander and an Archer. We've got the Op 4 with a bunch of stuff and a bunch of average pilots. And then we have a VIP. Yeah, I think it probably does, but I also think that with how much time was sunk into it, I think you're going to be waiting a while for any kind of a rebalance on that, which I think is reasonable. Because if I was in Ileani's shoes and I put together this advanced scouting, which roughly, like, you're trying to make a system work that you didn't really have any involvement with, and then you come in later and you're like trying to kludge it together, and then people are unhappy with it. I would not have a strong desire to go back to it, and I would want to work on other new fun things that actually add to the game versus people just being able to turn off advanced scouting. So I can definitely see, but I understand why it is the way it is, because, you know, with the games being the way they are now, they're so fast. Like, it doesn't take much to have like 2 or 3 scouting lances or recon lances that just go out and scout the entire map in a week. And then you know where everything is. And then you kill everything else in a week. And then before you know it, a 6-month contract is over in a month, which is wild. Or you can use advanced scouting, make people really work hard for their money, and it slows them down by a lot. And so, yeah, I think you do have to put a disproportionate amount of XP into scouting skills, or you let your 7-7 pilots just chill with being 7-7 pilots, and you dump everything into scouting, because who cares if they're good pilots? They just need to be able to look at things. Yeah, I can imagine that you do. I might turn that back on at some point in time, maybe for the next campaign. Who knows? Any Hoosers, we were going to reinforce these guys. Otherwise, we are going to be in for a straight up bad time. So why don't we deploy? Let's take a look at Alpha Lance and make sure we're not missing something here. Cancel. Alpha Company, Alpha Lance. Okay, we've got our awesome Guillotine, Wolverine, and our Vindicator. I feel like there was something else. Or do we want Bravo Lance? No, I definitely think Alpha Lance is the way to go. Do we want any different mechs? No, not really. Not really. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and deploy Alpha Lance and then see what happens. I don't know. Hold on. Wait. 30th. Let's not be dumb. Oh, you're totally fine. You're good. This is the whole point of doing this, right? So that you can, you know, we can talk about something mutual and like just enjoy all of this. I still need to find all of these things though. All right, so I don't remember if I read these last time. Your mission is simple but dangerous. Eliminate a high-value target deep behind enemy lines. The VIP is heavily guarded by a formidable escort. The objective is singular and absolute. Kill the VIP by any means necessary. The enemy will not allow this to happen easily. Expect heavy resistance, tight security, and potential countermeasures to obscure or protect the target. Do not waste time engaging unnecessary forces. Strike fast. Neutralize the VIP and disengage before the enemy can fully react. Be advised, the enemy will control the field at the end of the engagement. You will not be able to hold ground or claim battlefield salvage. This is an execution, not a siege. Kill the target and get out. Nothing else matters. So the VIP is in a charger. All right. Let's go kill a VIP and a charger. Alpha Lance can go Power Ranger. They have 1 fatigue, unfortunately. That's fine. We'll get it figured out. And commit. Go ahead and start that happy little game. Commence a drop. We don't need a recovery because we can't get any recovery stuff. Do all of that. And then we wait for a minute. So what do you guys think? So I'm currently playing in 50.10. Whenever I'm not streaming, I'm using the most recent nightly. I could risk it and just start streaming in the most recent nightly as well. Could be fun. A little dangerous. But if you guys want to see the stuff that's in the most recent nightly and kind of get a heads up on what some of that, see some of the changes that might be coming up, I am more than happy to start streaming just the most recent nightlies. All right, so we've got all of that. Oh, this is going to be an ugly, ugly map. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun playing with the nightlies. There is a lot of stuff I don't understand, and that's okay. All right. Hit done. All right, so the number one thing we have to do is just find the charger. Found him. I have a feeling that this is going to hurt a lot. I have a feeling that until we get rid of all of those bases of operation, we're just going to be hurting a lot. No, 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 no. We'll risk it. 2 and a 3, we can risk that. Ooh, no, 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 no. Shoot. That's fine. We can do that. It's not going to be a whole lot to do here. The question is going to be, how do we isolate the charger if we're able to at all? So it's an 11 to hit the charger or a 12 to hit the mana core. Why not? We'll just shoot at the charger. It'll be great. Everybody missed. Everybody missed. I don't think we need to attack random buildings today. And I promise I have not forgotten about the tutorials. I have not. It's just this weekend was a little busy. We did... Ooh, good. We won initiative. That's nice. So we took my daughter, who's 2, to go ride on a train for like it was like a Santa Express kind of a dealio, which was just so much fun. It was a blast. I mean, she was a wild child the entire time, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Hmm. 3 and a 4. Okay, we can put a couple of PPCs towards the Vindicator, see what happens. And then otherwise, oof, 12 to hit the Charger or an 11 to hit the Manticore. Shoot. All right. We'll go for the Charger and see if we can't make the magic happen. Where did you come from? I didn't even see that Falcon move there. Huh. Well, isn't that neat? All right, so it's 12s on the Charger. Ooh, gross. Okay. Or it's a 9 on the Manticore. We'll go ahead and pop one into the Manticore, hopefully. Hope for the best, I guess. I mean, sure. 11 or 11. I mean, we might as well shoot at the Falcon, because if you just put a hole in his plenum chamber, then it stops shooting you. Well, it stops running from you anyways. The Awesome missed, Falcon missed, the Guillotine missed, the Wolverine hit with a chance of motive system damage, but didn't get it. And then otherwise, the Manticore hits the Vindicator with an LRM 10, doing 5 damage to center torso, 5 damage to the left leg, and 2 damage to the left arm, because everybody uses dead fire missiles. All right, no physical attacks necessary at this time. And we lost initiative. Why? Yeah, I think I can risk rolling a 2. could do that. I don't love it. We can do it. This doesn't feel good. Okay. There is that. Falcon ran away. The only thing we really have shots on is this happy little manticore. So we might as well show the happy little manticore what happy little friends we are. And give him lots and lots of presents for the holidays. Oh, now that's rough. No shots on anything. All right. Put one round towards the Ossol and see what happens. And then otherwise, for a Vindicator, well, twist. And then figure it out. So I actually had something like that happen. Actually, when I was just playing earlier today, it was just on a little tiny map. And there were 2 enemy units, and I had to destroy 75% of the enemy forces. Well, one of them never spawned in. And so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And when you got to the end screens where you're going through or clicking through next and stuff like that, yes, absolutely. I was actually just commenting on that, Ileani, before you got here. But anyways, one of them didn't spot in. Then when I was at the end, it actually wouldn't let me win the scenario because only one of the units spawned in, which meant I couldn't have destroyed 75%, only 50. And so I just ended up manually winning that one and calling it a wash. But if it's something where somebody doesn't spawn in and it's not going to cause me to lose automatically, essentially, then I just say that they got lost. And I say whatever. So the Awesome puts 2 ERPPCs into the Manticore, then a medium pulse laser, immobilizing it, and then a couple of Streak SRM2s into it as well. Then finally, the Wolverine misses the Ossol. Manticore firing at the Awesome misses with everything. Vindicator puts an ERPPC into the Manticore, medium pulse laser into the Manticore. And then the Ossol missed the Wolverine. The crew of the Manticore is stunned as well. So they are having a bad day. Bad day. All right, we don't need to hurt the innocent buildings. All right, now all we have to do is continue to close the distance. All you have to do is do better. That's all you have to do. Can you jump up there? Sorta. Kinda. But do you want to? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think you want to, actually. Did I remember to turn on? Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And then you can also jump on it. I don't know, right there? Seems like a good idea. Are you? No, you're actually right there. So you can jump there. Let's do this. All right, so we did some jumping. you're not derailing the stream. You are answering wonderful questions. And we already started this off entirely derailed, so it's fine. We're not missing anything right now. But I can't hit the charger with the awesome. That's unfortunate. Can we put some rounds into the Vindicator, though? Ooh, do we want to do the Vindicator or the Ossaul? So the Ossaul has 144. The Vindicator also has 144 armor. Which one's the bigger threat? 464. You can jump. So, 1, 2, medium pulse, streak, and a streak. Lots and lots of presents for you. All right, twist, my friend, twist. Oh, one thing you did miss, though, Ileani, was I was asking if people wanted me to keep playing 50.10 on stream, or should I risk it for the biscuit with the next stream and start streaming the most recent nightlies again? Kind of tempted to do the most recent nightlies. You know, nothing could possibly go wrong. All right, a large laser, medium, medium, medium. We'll do the SRM. Yeah, that's fine. And then medium pulse, SRM, and a large laser. That will be great. But there are a couple of new things, like the entire dealia over here, which is actually really cool, which is really neat. I had something really weird happen in my off-stream game, which I think I probably messed something up, and it's totally fine. But you know, I picked up a Shadowhawk as some salvage. It was great. I was sitting there repairing it, and then suddenly it just goes, center torso scrapped. What happened to the center torso? Did you drop it? It was weird. Okay, so the awesome misses with 2 ERP PCs. It feels bad. Hits with the medium pulse laser, though, and both of the streak SRMs doing a little bit of damage to the Vindicator. Then the Charger does bad things to the Wolverine, hitting it with a small laser and another small laser, as well as another small laser and another small laser. Not too bad. The Guillotine, oh, nice. Hits the Charger in the head with a large laser, doing 1 point of damage to the pilot, and is now down to 1 armor. Missed with a medium laser, hits with a medium laser into the center torso, another medium laser to the center torso, and the SRM-6 hits with 2 of the Deadfire missiles, doing 3 damage to the right torso and 3 damage to the center torso. The Ossaul hits the Awesome with a medium laser. The Falcon Heavy Hover Tank hits the Wolverine with a medium laser, but misses with his SRMs. Oh. Sad day. Oh, that's why it does that. Well, still sad. I lost a Shadowhawk, and it made me a little sad, and that's okay. Centurion hits our Wolverine in the right leg. The Vindicator hits the Charger with a PPC as well as a medium pulse laser, both going to the right torso. And then the Maxim missed against the Vindicator. The Wolverine took 20 damage, needs a 6, rolls a 5, falls, takes 5 damage to the right leg and 1 damage to the right torso. Oof. But the pilot does avoid taking damage. The Charger took 40 damage, needs a 6, rolls a 7, and stays standing. And so let's go ahead and try to kick the Charger, who hopefully doesn't kick the Wolverine like he did, and crits on the hip. Oh, that's sad. The Vindicator kicks the Charger. The Charger stays standing. Ah, but we win initiative, which is great. Now all we have to do is kill the Charger. So the Guillotine, let's go ahead and jump him on up to like here-ish. Actually, no. He can jump to there. Back the awesome up. So the Wolverine, let's get him up. Well, can we... Well, why don't we just get up and let's turn. Oh, it feels bad. And we fail. I forgot I don't have careful get up turned on. Feels so bad. And we fall again. All right, I don't think we can do anything. Okay, well, we're just going to sit there and be a potato. Okay, great. There's a lot going on here. We're going to zoom in. Oh, good. I think 3 ERPPCs have been called for. That's a bit excessive, but we can go to 8 over on heat. I'm cool with that. Then for the guillotine, I think a large laser and an SRM and a bunch of medium lasers would be grand. Can't do anything with the Wolverine, which sucks. That's so unfortunate. Well, he probably could have shot the Falcon, but oh well. Too late now. And here's the hoping. Oh, I saw some good things happening. Awesome. Hits with 2 of the 3 ERPPCs. Hitting the right leg and the rear right torso. The Streak SRM also hits going into the rear right torso. It's down to 10 internal structure. Then the Vindicator misses against the awesome guillotine, puts a large laser into the right torso. The medium laser hits the center torso. Medium laser hits the left torso. And then the left torso destroying and the right torso, destroying the right torso, blowing off the right arm, transferring 2 to the center torso, which is now into the internal structure. The Assault puts a whole bunch of stuff into the Wolverine. Oh no, destroying the right leg of the Wolverine. Womp womp. The Charger then also hits the Wolverine a whole bunch of times. The Vindicator puts an ERPPC into the Charger center torso, critting with no effect, then a medium pulse into the center torso, critting on the engine. Charger falls, doing some damage to the left arm and the left leg, but the pilot avoids damage. All right. Please kick him. Maybe kick him in the head. Or the center torso. That is victory. Let's get out before more bad things happen. Nope. Yep. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, that's just bad luck. You shoot down a Corsair, which means you're feeling good about yourself. And then it crashes into your undamaged Archer, hits it ammo crit, and that's turn 2. That brings on the sads, man. That brings on the sads. Okay, so we won, which is great. We did not control the battlefield. Probably should have ejected my pilot. Because we just lost our Wolverine. Oh, but our dude apparently got out. Okay, great. Cool. Destroy the Charger. And that was that. So that feels bad. That feels super bad that we just lost our Wolverine. But 'tis life. 'Tis life. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do some more mass repairs. Doing all the things. Some parts have arrived. We have another new scenario. Oof. This is rough. Oh, man. That's not good. Okay. Okay. So we've got 2 turning points and then a convoy escort. I think... Oh, man, that sucks. I'm sorry, friends. I think you're going to be losing your convoy. So that's on the 2nd. We have Alpha Lance that is now 1 mech short. Tango Lance that's already committed. And then we've got our Recon and Scout Lances. I think we'll have to use Bravo Lance for the minor engagement, which looks anything but minor. And then Alpha Lance can go and assist with the assassination since they're a mech short. I think that's what we're going to have to do. And then we'll do a fleet and beam for the convoy escort. Because there is no way I am sending in either one of my scouts to just get annihilated with this. And there's no way Alpha Lance will be back in time to deal with that. All right, we're going to go ahead and deploy Bravo Lance. Boop. Just like that. Yeah. And then we'll deploy... Well, actually, everybody's out and about right now. So, oh, good, a new month. Okay, great. Enemy forces are rallying. The enemy is gaining momentum, making coordinated strikes, and allied forces are falling back. The enemy is beginning to dominate key areas of the battlefield. That is not good. That's not good. That's really not good. Wait, did it just spawn another minor engagement? No! No! Oh, no. Oof. Oof, you're right. I shouldn't have rolled a 2. Where's my edge, man? I need my edge. That's not good. So many Phoenix Hawks. There's a mongoose, which is always fun. There's a dervish, a couple of cicadas. There's nothing I want here. Come on, friends. Come on. There's a Zukov, which is always great. I think I might start just augmenting my lances here. I mean, I love Phoenix Hawks. And then they get to, you're right, they get to look cool dying. What's even better is when you get the Phoenix Hawk Lamb, and then they really get to die in style. The Phoenix Hawk is a light mech that just didn't know that it's supposed to be light. Of course you got... okay. You. Assigned a unit. None. Any random soldier can now join the unit. Hold on. Wait, I have a light scout. Did I forget about this? I 100% forgot about it. Oh, because I don't have enough soldiers. That's right. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Everything is fine here. Oh, that's funny. They're still training. Because they're on the map, they're still training, even though they're deployed to a scenario. Okay, great. Next enemy morale gets a -1, though, which is neat. I am afraid. Oh, and it's a crisis. Fudge. It's only a minor crisis. Yes, you are right. A minor crisis. I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with this because this is less than desirable. And it wouldn't be so bad. You know, if it was just the ground reinforcements, not a big deal. Yes, I'm about to have a minor crisis. Work wasn't stressful enough. Now I just have 4 pending scenarios. And I am broken. Okay. All right, how much... I legitimately think if Tango Lance deployed all by their lonesomes to that scenario, they would just die. They would just die. Yes. Yes. But you know what? I like it. You have to actually think and you have to make sacrifices. So, you know, I'm not deploying to all 4 of these scenarios. I can't. It is impossible. Well, it's just this side of impossible for me to do that. They would die well. You are correct. You know, I was thinking about this the other night. This scenario is, what was it? Which one was it? What was it? Star Trek. It was Star Trek 2, right? Wrath of Khan, where they're just going out on like a little training cruise around, you know, like let's go out around Jupiter and come right back. And then in the middle of their training cruise, they get a distress call. They go out and it's just a whole bunch of trainees on the Enterprise. And they're having to go against Khan. Okay. So it is August the 1st. We will advance by 1 day. We'll use our convoy balanced. We got a field kitchen, which is exciting. Okay. Wow. The resupply will cost us more than it's worth? No. No. That is rough. Yeah, you saw that? You saw that happen? It just, boop, popped in right there. I said no. I told them, nah, I don't need your stuff. And they're like, cool. Our convoy is going to get run over now. Okay, thank you. 5. We have 5 scenarios. What do they want me to do? This is no good. No good at all. All right, let's just keep doing the repair-y thing. I'm going to quietly cry to myself, actually. Just quietly. Ever so quietly. So, convoy escort. We're going to deploy recon. Recon can deploy, confirm, commit. And then here's what we're going to do. This is a very, very bad contract. I think this was a 2-skull contract. 2 skulls. Is bad. Is all bad. And then we're going to advance today. Nope, keep going. Don't care. Look at that. Fleet and being. Ta-da! And then we get minor engagement, which should be Bravo Lance, right? Just don't think about it. Yeah, just don't think about it. It's okay. It's okay. Just hyperventilate over there. All right. This is not a minor engagement. This is a very not minor engagement. Okay, so the enemy has positioned forces in this area, but they are not yet fully committed to battle. Your objective is to inflict enough damage to force them to withdraw. Destroy at least 25% of their forces to break the resolve and make it clear that holding this position is not worth the cost. This is a show of strength. Hit them hard, make them bleed, and leave no doubt that further resistance is futile. They may attempt to a counteroffensive, but once their losses mount, they will have no choice but to retreat. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, securing the area and denying the enemy any future foothold here. Send a message. This ground belongs to us. Yeah, 25% is much more doable. I was kind of worried for a minute that it was going to be like, you must demolish them, 75%. Okay, great. I'm just going to die. Great. This is how this campaign ends. Oh, actually, that's what I was doing on Sunday. So, I play D&D. I introduce people to D&D. It's pretty great. I've been playing for a long time. Like right as soon as 1st or 5th edition came out, really picked it up and all that fun stuff. I didn't even notice them. No. That's the worst. Okay, great. Anyways, so this weekend, for the very first time, I killed a party. I killed them. They died. All right, so they have a MegaMek with a bad pilot. They have a Vedette, a drone carrier, a Phoenix Hawk, Wolverine, Hetzer, and a Wolverine with average pilots. Then they also have a Grasshopper, Longbow, a Victor, and a Cyclops with average pilots. Okay. Oh no, they have aircraft. Oh no. Oh no, this is no good. And I already deployed them, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh no. Oh yeah. Nice. A new Battletech campaign. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this game. And it's going to be... it will likely be bad. I think I might lose Bravo Lance. But hopefully not. Okay, and then we'll hope for the best. We have our mechs who are already... or techs who are already hanging out. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to be trying to do. Because... okay. Cool. Our allied tank reinforcements will casually arrive on round 12. The enemy... yeah, the enemy aircraft are going to come in on round 2. Their heavy reinforcements come in on round 6. So all I have to do is run up, not get shot by the Hetzer, and kick it in the face instead. Well, really in the side. And destroy a couple other things, which... how many do I have to destroy in total? Because it's the commander and Op 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to destroy 2 of them, right? That's the math. The aircraft join on round 2. Well, the unknown ones come in on round 1. The enemy ones come in on round 2. Okay. I'm not feeling good about this. In fact, I feel super not good about this. This is a massive map. Where do they spawn in at? They come in from the west. Naturally. Naturally. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, let's just look. think coming in mostly from the north is going to be my best bet, maybe? Oh, I forgot they have a flashman here. Naturally, they do that. Okay, fine. No, I do not. I do not have trees set to soak damage and do things like that. They just do the tree things of hiding you. Although I did kind of want to turn on the playtest rules as well. I didn't do that. Okay, so we'll put you there. There. The Griffin, we'll plop you right there. Yeah, I've never played with that before. Now, I mean, in fairness, there are a lot of things I've never played with before because before I started playing with MekHQ, I used the bare bones, just regular rules as written from like the intro set and nothing else. Oh man, feels bad, man. Okay. We'll just do this and hope for the best. And so it's only been in the last few years that I even started playing with a lot of that other stuff. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Oh, look. Look, they spawned looking at me. What are you carrying? They only have one cluster bomb. Just the one. Just the one, which is enough. And then 2 inferno bombs, so things are going to get toasty. And then you also have a cluster bomb and 3 inferno bombs. Yay. Everything is fine. Who knows? Maybe they'll decide to ignore me and go for the Op 4 instead. Wouldn't that be neat? That's not happening. Oh, that's no good. That's not good. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. That's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, let's see here. Where are you? Let's move this over to here maybe. Boop. All right, so you're not in the firing arc right now. Actually. Okay, so it's a 12 to hit. No big deal. No bigs, you know. Okay, where are you? You're over there. Okay, 7 to hit. I can roll with that. And a 7 to hit. I can also roll with that. The Marauder can do 8s or 8s. So do an AC5 and a PPC and maybe a medium laser. You just got to hit them like once. You got to hit them like once. Hopefully. And then they can just lose control and they'll be fine. Okay, an AC10. LRM, and hope for the best. And then for the Flashman, Cuckoo Cuckoo. Yeah, we can do this one. A couple large lasers and hope for the best. This is my surprised face. Okay. They drop a cluster bomb, which does 5 damage to the right leg, and that's it. Okay. Okay, and then the Marauder takes 10 heat, which is fine. And then let's see here. The Trebuchet fires and hits with one of the LRM-15s. Hits with a total of 9. Does 5 damage to the left wing, and then 4 more damage to the left wing, critting on a medium laser. 1 second. Boop. Stand by. When the wife asks you a question, you answer immediately. All right, there we go. Yeah, so the Sadelets, not looking good. Not looking good at all. Griffin missed with everything. Sadelets number 2 does drop another bomb. Hits for 5 damage into the center torso of the Marauder. And then another 5 damage into the rear right torso of the Orion. And then the Marauder takes 10. Oh, no. Oh, that Marauder's warm. Very, very warm. Oh, then the same Sedlets gets an engine hit. The Orion misses with everything naturally, and the Flashman misses with everything. Oh, man, that Marauder is going to be warm. 15 heat. Does avoid a shutdown. Let's see what happens. So, Sadelets needed a 4, rolls a 7. Stays in control. Yeah. Yes, Marauders are famously known for having great heat management as they stand there on fire. Okay, so it's fine. We're off to a great and fine start. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not scared. You're scared. So the Lightning doesn't have any bombs. It just has AC-20. The Eagle has 5 HE bombs, 3 cluster bombs, and an Inferno bomb. The Transit has 3 HE bombs and 4 laser-guided bombs. The Stingray has 2 Thunder bombs and 6 cluster bombs, as well as an Inferno bomb. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Okay. Let's get out of the fire. And then I don't think my Marauder is going to be doing very well after this, if I had to guess. And by not very well, I think that this brand new Marauder that I bought like at the end of the last contract, I don't think I'm taking the Marauder home with me. I think the Marauder might be getting returned. Do you think Amazon will take returns on this Marauder? It'll fit in a new box. You might be able to say it's more compact. Okay. All right. They didn't go for the Marauder, but okay. Okay. So let's see here. The Transit's a 12. The Lightning is a 12. Can't hit him. The Eagle is a 12. Everybody's a 12. Who's got the bombs? So, I could do the Transit or the Lightning. Lightning doesn't have bombs. Eagle has bombs. Eagle has a lot of bombs. Shoot the Eagle. I didn't have to fill the box. I don't have to fill the box. You just have to put the bits that you can find back into the box. I don't want to talk about it. Oops. Twisted the wrong way. Twist the other way. Twist the other way. Hello, friend. Twist the other way. Thank you. What is the position you're shooting at? Way back there? Really? Come on. That's a bummer. Yeah, that AC-20, just the AC-20 in general is the bigger threat. This is bad. It's bad. There's no other way around it. It just is bad. We'll just shoot at the lightning. Well, I don't think the Marauder's doing very much this turn. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Sure, we can risk an AC-5. Where are you actually at? Where? Oh, there's the hex. Shoot. Of course, the hex immediately behind him. No, I can't torus the twist far enough because the hex I have to aim at is this one. So it's the one immediately behind it, which is no bueno. No goods. Is no good. I might be able to hit the lightning, though. Can definitely hit the lightning. And then the Flashman. Okay, where is the hex I need to aim at for this one? I don't have a great understanding of aerospace, so bear with me. Oh, I have never had the opportunity to really use the flip arms on the Stalker. Oh, there it is. All right, we can hope for an 11, I guess. Whoops, that one doesn't matter. Okay. Well. Okay. Trebuchet misses. Griffin misses. Marauder misses. Orion misses. Flashman misses. The Eagle dive bombs. Drops an HE bomb on the Orion, doing 5 damage to the left leg, 10 damage to the left leg total. And then another HE bomb doing 5 damage to the rear left torso and 5 damage to the left arm. And then 5 damage to each one of the legs. 5 damage to both of the arms. 5 damage to the left arm. 5 damage to the right arm. And then another 5 damage to each of the legs. 5 damage to both of the arms. 5 more damage to the rear right torso. 5 damage to the right arm. 5 damage to the right torso. 5 damage to the left arm. 5 damage to the right torso rear. Yeah, so far, okay. Except for right there where I crit on the AC-10 because the right torso is going away. Then rear center torso, rear right torso. I think that's it on the Orion. Then the Stingray drops some stuff on the Flashman, doing 5 damage to the left rear torso, 5 damage to the right arm, 5 damage to the right leg, 5 damage to the right leg, 5 damage to the rear center torso. Yes, the Orion fell. I am not even a little surprised. If he wouldn't have fallen, I would have been shocked. Over 100 damage. That just hurts so much. Okay. Flashman stays standing. Bombs are incredibly annoying. Oh, good. And they dropped a minefield around the Flashman. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful? Like, even if I get any of my mechs close to their people, just what's going to be left to shoot them? I'm going to get a mech close to them. One. We'll risk it. And then the Flashman will have to run through some mines. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Okay. Nothing bad happened. Yes. Yeah. They're just running along happily, and then suddenly they bother to look down. Like, oh no. I'll skip the Griffin, I guess. Marauder, what can you do? At least you're starting to cool down finally. Well, not a lot for you to do either. You just survive. And then the Flashman will do a lot of nothing. Great. Great, great, great. So the Wolverine missed. The Eagle fires medium laser at the undamaged Sedlitz, damaging a landing gear. The undamaged Sedlitz puts a medium laser into the transit. Another medium laser into the transit. Creating on one of the medium lasers, Trebuchet missed the Wolverine. That is a choice. Do you also load that the AC-20 with flak just for funsies? All right, the Sedlitz stays in control. The transit is out of control, loses 5 elevation, needs to make a control check, fails horribly, and takes 100 damage. Cool, I'm down. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can change the ammo type without going into MegaMek Lab. Or Mech Lab, I should say. That you can just do in the hangar. Oof, no, don't do that. Yeah, so just really quick, if you go into the hangar and you go to your mechs, so I don't know, what's something that carries ammo? Of course, naturally, nobody is carrying ammo right now. LRM, there. So if you right click on the mech, swap ammo, LRM 5, and then you can select wherever you want. As soon as you select it, go to the repair bay and load the ammo. Voila, you're all done. And so it took me years to realize that that was a thing. Oh, good. They are coming to us. Isn't that nice? All right, what are the chances that I can just do double headshots on the Phoenix Hawk and the Wolverine and just run away? Like that's a thing that can happen, right? Let's do that. So it's 10s for the PPC no matter who you shoot at. So do that, and call it a day. LRMs, oof, 13 or an 11. We'll take the 11. Go a little over on the heats. So do a couple large lasers go into the Phoenix Hawk, finish it up with one medium laser, round it out. So Wolverine firing at the Trebuchet missed. Phoenix Hawk firing at the Trebuchet hits with a medium laser into the left arm and a medium laser into the left torso. The MegaMek shoots at one of the unknown aircraft, misses. The Lightning fires at one of the unknown aircraft and gets another engine hit. The Trebuchet firing at the Phoenix Hawk hits with all three medium lasers, putting a total of 10 damage into the center torso and 5 damage into the right leg. The Griffin misses with the large pulse laser. Come on, man. Figure it out. The Marauder missed with the PPC and the AC-5. Orion misses with the LRM. And then the Flashman missed with everything. It's fine. I didn't want to hurt the Phoenix Hawk anyways. It was too pretty. All right, let's try to kick him. We kicked him. He also kicked us. But we stay standing. He falls down and takes 5 damage to his right torso. And the pilot takes no damage. Nice thing is he can't jump the next turn. So that's a bonus. Oof, and he got a little warm. We won initiative, which is great. So this Orion is now nothing but like internal structure for the most part. I think we should keep moving forward. Well, no, don't eject. No, don't hit that button. Let's bring the Marauder forward. And then what do they do? Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to complain about that. The Wolverine is standing on a CF-99 building. All right, so first of all, yes, this. And then the Griffin can back up and then walk. Oh, it won't matter. Okay, that's fine. All right, Sadlitz fled. Phoenix Hawk got up, as we noticed. Okay, so let's put some medium lasers into this happy little Phoenix Hawk. So first of all, large pulse laser into the Phoenix Hawk. Don't mess this up this time. And hopefully you can hit on a 4. Here's to hoping. Can you hit the building? You can hit the building. PPC, AC5, medium laser. Another medium laser. So that should be 10, 15, right? Yeah, 15, 20, 25. And then we'll see what hits with the LRM. We need to do another 20 damage or so, right? Because we need to do 44 points of damage to collapse it. Nobody liked that building anyways, right? Okay, so we'll do an LRM and a medium laser. And then the Flashman can do bad things to the building. You know, 1, 2. Actually, it'd almost be better just to do all medium lasers. There's 5, 10. Oh, twist. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 28. So 28 plus like 25 is well over the 44 that we needed. So should be good. All right, the Trebuchet hits with all 3 medium lasers, doing some damage to the center torso, left arm, and center torso. The Phoenix Hawk is down to 3 armor in the center torso. Then the Griffin puts a large pulse laser into the right leg of the Phoenix Hawk. And the LRM-20 hits with 12 missiles, doing 12 points of damage. The Wolverine, firing at the Marauder, missed with everything. The Phoenix Hawk, firing at the Griffin, missed with everything. Oh, that's a feels bad. Needed 7s around. Couldn't even roll a 7. Man, that's rough. The Marauder hits the building, naturally. It's down to 62 CF. The Orion puts an LRM-15 into the Phoenix Hawk with dead fire missiles, doing 5 damage to the left arm, another 5 damage to the left arm, 5 damage to the right arm, and 3 damage to the right leg, then a medium laser into the right arm as well. The Flashman does all sorts of bad things to the building, which then collapses the building. The Wolverine falls, takes 4 damage from debris, falls 3 levels, does 24 damage to his rear center torso, 5 damage to his right arm, 5 damage to his left arm, 5 more damage to his right arm, and 4 damage to his rear left torso. And then the pilot takes a hit. The Phoenix Hawk stays standing. Good for him. I love collapsing buildings and making things fall. Rocks fall. All right, so kick. And kick. Oh, it's looking good. So the Phoenix Hawk hits the Trebuchet. Right leg is down to 6 armor. Phoenix Hawk takes 10 damage to the right leg, destroying the right leg, transferring to the right torso. And then we also kick the right leg, but it doesn't exist. So it goes to the right torso. Down to 1 armor. The Trebuchet stays standing. Phoenix Hawk automatically falls, taking 5 damage to his right arm, critting on the hand of the machine gun. And the pilot takes a hit. Cool. All right, so with that, the enemy reinforcements are going to be arriving this turn. We need to do very bad things to them this turn. like immediately now, right now, because bad things are happening right now. Okay, we're going to skip on the Orion because it's tucked into a hole. The Marauder. Shoot. Less than ideal. But perhaps we go there-ish? Maybe. The Victor, it's got its AC 20. So short, medium, we're in long range for it. All right, we'll back up to there. Okay, good. The Phoenix Hawk ejected. And I know the Griffin is not a jump up in your face kind of a critter. So the Phoenix Hawk ejected, Wolverine fell, takes some more damage to his center torso and a knock to its head, damaging the pilot one more time. He fell again, damaging his center torso and his right leg, and then finally stands up. Okay. So let's dump some LRMs into the Wolverine. And we need to get hot. So we're going to risk a shutdown and go up to 11 heat. And then we put a large pulse laser into the Wolverine. And remember, friends, you miss 100% of the shots you never take. So we'll do a point blank LRM. Might as well put a couple of PPCs out there. Whoops. So 1 PPC, that puts us to 8 over. That'd be fine. That's fine. The Orion can also shoot at the Wolverine. LRM 15 and a couple of medium lasers. Get a little warm. And then just fire with everything. All the things. I think the Wolverine died. I hope the Wolverine died. Okay, so the trebuchet at the Wolverine hits with the LRM-15, doing 5 damage to the left leg and 4 to the right leg. Then a medium laser hits the left arm, medium laser into the left torso. The Cyclops missed the Marauder. The Griffin missed the Wolverine. It needed a 4. Ouch. The Flashman, the Lightning missed the Flashman with its AC 20, but hits with a medium laser into the right arm. The Marauder at the Wolverine missed twice. The Orion, firing at the Wolverine, does bad things. Does very bad things. LRM-15 hits with 9 dead-fire missiles, doing 5 damage to the head, 5 damage to the left leg, 5 damage to the center torso, and 3 damage to the left torso. Man, when those dead-fire missiles hit, they hit hard. You wouldn't think that just 1 extra damage per missile would make a difference. It makes a huge difference. The Flashman at the Wolverine puts a large laser into the right torso, a medium laser into the right torso, a large laser into the center torso, critting on the engine. Oh, good. Medium laser into the head, destroying the engine and killing the pilot. Guess what, friends? We needed 2. We got 2. / victory. Run away. The Wolverine does hit our Griffin, but that's okay. Done. And now all we have to do is just not shut down, which we didn't. That's great. Yay. We did it. And nobody died. I actually can't believe that nobody died. Yes, I want a GIF of that one. Yeah, we'll do that just to make sure in case bad things happen. 9. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it did. It 100% became Operation Zoidberg. Okay, cool. Done. Oh, I forgot that we retained the battlefield. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, next. That is all fine. Next. Next. That's okay. Good enough. All right, Phoenix Hawk. Wolverine. Well, I guess I'll take the Wolverine. Yes. Oh, no. I forgot you took a hit. How bad is it? No, normally I don't. It depends on how lazy I'm feeling, too. So if I'm feeling really lazy, then I just do that. Yeah, let's see how bad it is. Naturally, they have a compound fracture to their upper arm. Okay, well, you're no good to me now. Whoops. Okay. Mech Warriors. Assigned to a unit. None. Okay. But luckily I have one on standby, so it's not the end of the world. Mech, that was the Orion. Okay. Well, that was that. It's true, the arm is still attached. It is still attached. So I think the turning point would actually be more valuable than the crisis, honestly. But it might not matter in the end. Okay, well. So for the assassination, this is a precision strike inside an active war zone, which is hilarious considering how it spawned. The enemy dominates the field, but we are not here for a prolonged engagement. We're here for a kill mission. Your primary objective is to assassinate a high-value target before they can escape. This individual is critical to the enemy's war effort, and the elimination will shift the balance in our favor. We expect a fierce but contained battle. Your force will be operating behind enemy lines, deep within hostile territory, which is why we sent the trainees. The enemy will retain control of the battlefield when the dust settles. Your task is to neutralize the VIP. No other considerations are of value. Cool. Yes, 100%. That is exactly the game that I was playing when you showed up was an assassination. I just beelined it for that person, killed them, and then bounced. Lost to Wolverine in the process, but it happens. What is the VIP? Naturally, they're in a Warhammer. Naturally. Okay. Yes. Yeah, no. That's okay. It is A-okay. What is a mother to do? Oh, that's interesting. Did Bravo Lance already return? No, they did not. Sad day. Sad, sad day. Let's go ahead and start mass repair. Do I risk it for the biscuit and just send the trainees in? Yes, aerospace are so good. Alas, I don't have that. Do I just send the trainees in and hope for the best? Knowing that there's, what, 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, no, I gotta send friends. I have to send friends. Actually, hold on. Cancel. Who are the pilots in this? Not good. Okay. Recon. Also not good. Great. Great. Everything's great. Yeah, I think we're going to be taking an L on that crisis. All right. So I have, I think, a bunch of support points right now. Reinforce instantly. And good. We rolled a 6. Look, if I could buy F-117s in this, I would 100% do that. I don't care if they're antiquated by the terms of Battletech. I would buy some F-117s just for the lulz. But the F-117s have to actually be good in double blind. That's just the way, that's how it has to go. All right, let's advance. Oh, whoops. Personnel, techs. Where are my mech techs? Sign, tech, mech, medium, Wolverine. Great. Go forth and prosper. Ote. And start game. Commence drop. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's go. I'm still just shocked that we did not just get annihilated on that last one. Okay, good. So we're coming in from the northeast and northwest. They're coming in from the southeast. Here we go. We lost initiative, which is unfortunate. Remember, friends, dominance through numbers. If you're sitting here thinking to yourself, are you just putting them down without actually looking to see what you're doing? You would be correct. It'll be fine. Don't ask questions. It will buff. Now remember, children, hold hands. And we lose by 1 yet again. Ooh, who's the VIP? Hold on. Well, it's a dude in a Warhammer named... What is this dude's name? Juan Costa. Juan Costa. So you know what? Juan Costa, he's probably the appointed governor from the Capellans. Because, they're jerks. And, he's just out surveying his population. And it's our job to make sure that he does not finish that survey. No, he's not a pirate. He's a Capellan. Sure. Yes. 100%. Governor is a pirate. You have an LRM and some SRMs. All right. YOLO. Yes, that is exactly what is happening. All right, so let's grab the Krabby Crab. Put some patties with it, and you got a thing. And then we grab the Victor. Wherever it went, there it is. And it can take a walk. Then the Warhammer. Now let's do the Wolverine. Boop. The Valkyrie also needs to pop on over. Then the Warhammer. Minerva. Go and join the party, please. Last but not least, this Crusader can also join the party. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. Come on now. Oh, the horror. Okay. So that's an 8. That's a 7. We'll just do that. Do some things. You're not going to be able to do anything for a while. You're also not going to be able to do anything for a while. You are useless. Sorry, useless is a harsh term. You're not useful on this day in history. All right, you're a PPC, medium pulse, make bad things happen to him. So close, but so far away. PPCs are out of range. He's not the planetary governor. He's the regional governor, to be fair. The regional governor. The planetary governor, that's why we're fighting this war. Or this small skirmish. Nines? I think, well, or do I just turn and shoot at the Clint? I think that's the move. That's the move. No, there are people. See, we're in a town. We're in a city. There are people in there. They're just all having bad days right now. Very, very bad days. Things shot at the awesome. Okay, the harasser is dead. Long story short, harasser is dead. Bye-bye. The Harasser shot at the Awesome and missed. Vindicator shooting at the Clint hits the center torso with ERPPC. MekHQ shoots the Awesome with a AC2. Okay. The Wolverine at the Awesome missed. The Clint at the Awesome missed. The Guillotine at the Clint hits the right arm. Missed with the SRM, unfortunately. Medium laser into the left arm. Medium laser into the center torso. God, Clints are so flimsy. Another medium laser into the center torso. It's down to 3 internal structure. And then the Serration missed with the LRM. The Clint stays standing. Yes, the Command Mayor General. He's actually the Mayor Grand Poobah. Neat. The Vindicator missed the Clint on the punch. The Clint kicks the Vindicator, hits the left leg. I needed a 4. I rolled a 2. And landed on the left side, doing 5 damage to the right torso, because that makes sense. And my pilot avoids damage. That's not annoying at all. Yes. Mayor used to climb things. We super lost initiative that time. Super duper lost initiative. Well, Vindicator, get up, dust yourself off. Good job. You rolled at least a 4 this time. So now we just keep closing the distance on the Warhammer that's now running away. Stop that. It's like they know this is just a trainee platoon, and they're like, we don't have to worry about this. Just leave us alone. Go away. Little did they know. Although, how hilarious would it be if the trainee platoon, because they're hitting from behind, they just land a couple of lucky hits into the Warhammer and blow out the back? That would be funny. It's actually not in their cockpit. It's actually painted on both of the arms and both of the legs. It just says number 1 Mayor. And then on one leg, it actually also says, I stand for you. And somebody like scratched out the 4 and wrote on instead. Yeah, that's actually what's going on. I just wish I had an artistic skill. 1. Victor. Go the distance. So let's go ahead and back the truck up. And then back you up just a little bit. Do they close the distance with the Clint? Of course they do, naturally. He has like 2 internal structure to his center torso, but naturally you charge, because that is the thing that makes sense. Okay. So the Serration, I think, is what I have to deal with first, unfortunately. Well, do I? Yeah. Yeah, I think the move is you deal with the Serration and then you deal with the Stinger. You know. So we'll do that. We'll do that and that and that and call it good. For the Guillotine, wherever you went, let's have you... Actually, no. Let's do the Vindicator. Let's have you put a medium pulse and an ERPPC into the Clint. Hopefully that's the end of it. Ooh. Ooh. I love the sound of that. Making some improvements to Princess to make her a bit more confident when she has friends, so we can punish small elite player forces. Yes. 100% yes. The crab. No, it's so close. And it's okay. It's okay that it's not coming into 50.11 because the nice thing is that there's another version that comes after 50.11. Allegedly, it's 50.12 unless shenanigans happen again. Oh, 16. Oh no. Feels bad. What are you? Are you one of my 7.7s? Yes, you're one of my 7.7 pilots. There is always a new dev cycle. But on the bright side, there's always a new dev cycle. It works both ways, kind of. Okay, so nobody's hitting anything, which is unfortunate. PPCs are out of range. Okay, well, I think... Man. Okay, well... Yeah, we will just do this. Yeah, that looks good. That looks great. Outer range for the LRMs. Still out of range. Whoa, hello. All right. Why are you carrying fragmentation ammo? What's the point? And you only have 4. Follow the leaders? Okay. Fine. All right, awesome. Dumps an ERPPC into the Serration, doing heavy damage to the motive system, then a medium pulse laser into the left side, immobilizing the Serration. Streak SRM also hits. The Vindicator misses the Clint. No. All right, MegaMek missed the Wolverine. Wolverine at the Vindicator missed. The Clint at the Awesome hits with a medium laser and AC2 going to the right torso and left arm respectively. The Stinger misses. Guillotine into the Wolverine. Puts a large laser into the center torso. Medium laser into the left arm. Misses with everything else. The Serration hits the Vindicator with LRM-10. 6 dead fire missiles hitting, doing 5 damage to the left leg, 5 to the center torso, and 2 to the left torso. And that is the end. Oh, that's exciting. What do you mean by ammo weirdness? Like the really odd ammo configurations that the bot always picks? Like how it never carries normal? Yeah. It doesn't believe in normal ammo of any kind. All right, the Clint kicked the Awesome. Isn't that great? And again, we lost initiative. That's no fun. Okay, I actually don't like how this is very rapidly turning into it's down to you, little trainees. This does not bring joy. I had also wondered about it, but I also kind of just trusted in the process for gooder or for worser, for better or for worse. Runaway little stinger, I guess. All right, this Wolverine. Oh, yes. Run up to the fire starter. Do it. I would like you to kick him in the head. That would make me very happy. Shoot. Yes. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. Recruitment documentation. Glossary. Recruitment. Other one. Recruitment. Zoom out. I was just a raw recruit when we landed on McComb during the War of 3039. I was proud to wear the crest of the Martian cuirassiers. Never mind. But I had barely learned to march in formation, let alone pilot a mech in combat. But war does not wait. The sky turned to fire, the ground trembled with the fury of battle, and men I had trained with, laughed with, were gone in an instant. Nearly 40% of us never left that world. Standing in the wreckage, watching the last embers fade, I learned my first and hardest lesson. Life is fragile, fleeting, and far too precious to waste. Yes, 100% yes. Also, I'm going to throw away their lives so that we can win. Not throw it away. Not throw them away, but just use them. So... Okay, for real. The Vindicator needs to do its job. So twist, ERPPC, medium pulse laser. If it can't hit on a 3, I don't know what to do. And I think that we just need to not mess around and probably, as much as it pains me, just go ahead and put a bunch of fire into the Clint just to make sure it actually dies. Because I'm kind of tired of it hopping behind me. Let's go ahead and put 3 ERPPCs. 3. That sounds great. And maybe a streak into the Wolverine. It's true. They should have just been better. That's the right answer. Pretty much every time. It's fine. It's only a 15 to hit because it's the 7-7 pilot. It hurts me so much. So much. Okay, so we've got a large laser on 11, medium laser on 11. Here's to hoping. The Valkyrie LRM. Nope. That's just going to be a big old nope. Yes, that was the hope. If my pilot doesn't fall, which is a very real possibility. Very, very real. 13 or a 12. Okay. I guess we'll do a 12. Okay. So the LRMs can definitely go, and that should be fine. Yes, that should be fine. You're carrying acid ammo. Naturally. Because that makes all of the sense. All right. A couple of medium lasers and hope for the best. All right. So finally, we hit the Clint, but not where we needed to. We destroy the left torso. And that's, oh, sorry, we just blow off the arm after destroying the left torso, but we don't transfer any to the center torso. Finally, we hit the center torso, destroying the Clint. Thank you. The MegaMek hits the Wolverine with an AC5 into the right arm and an AC2 into the right leg. The Awesome puts 2 ERPPCs into the Wolverine, 1 into the center torso, 1 into the right torso, and then the Shriek also goes straight into the center torso. It is down to 0 armor. The Wolverine hits the Awesome in the head, gets re-rolled, and does 5 damage to the center torso, misses with everything else. The Clint hits the Awesome with an AC2 in the right leg. Crab missed. The Firestarter missed. The Wolverine missed. The Crusader hits the Firestarter with the Deadfire LRMs, doing 5 damage to the left leg, 5 damage to the left arm, 5 damage to the left leg, critting on the hip and the heat sink, and then 3 damage to the left torso. The Crusader on the Firestarter missed. The Archer missed. The Firestarter stays standing, thankfully. The Wolverine falls, doing 5 damage to the left torso and 1 damage to the head, and then the pilot blacks out. All right. This is a 6-7 pilot. It's a 9 to hit. You only live once. He rolls a 12. Gets hit and hits him in the right torso. Missed the head. It's okay this time. But hits the right torso, makes the Firestarter fall, takes 4 damage to the left torso. All right. You're not as useless as I thought you were. Close, but not quite as useless as I thought you were. And we win initiative. Oh, this is just wonderful. I am just tickled. Okay. There is all of that. So I think we move forward and we deal with those last couple little dudes really, really fast before the Warhammer comes over and joins us. Fortunately, he's actually moving towards our good pilots. So hopefully we can just unload on him and call it a day. I'm starting to actually be a little sad that we're not going to control the field of battle after this. All right, let's grab this Crusader and bring him forward. Yeah. Yes, the sneaky archer calling themselves Raven. Because, you know, he misses his original mech. That's actually why he was named Raven. He was a pilot of a Raven. Did very well. But then the legs got shot out on the Raven, and he went down, and he had to abandon it. And then they shoved him into an archer, which he has no clue how to use. But he does his best anyways. The entire story right there. All right, Minerva, where are you? There you are. All right, and good news, there are no bombs. No bombs. I think we just run up and we kick the MegaMek. I think that might be the move. Actually, no, you stand there. Alrighty, so our awesome can put 2 ERPPCs at the Warhammer, which is just fine. And just since I'm already thinking of it, the Vindicator at the Wolverine. Oh, I didn't realize there was a heavy APC right there too. Oh well. So ERPPC into the head. Medium pulse into the head. I would love to find that Warhammer's ammo bins. That would bring me a lot of joy. And it is carrying double machine guns, which we all know that those never explode. Ever. All right, and then the guillotine. Go ahead and do something like that into the stinger. Yes, famously inert. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Okay, well, you might as well shoot the AC-20 at something. If we delete the fire starter with an AC-20, I would be a very happy camper. Oof. Oh, it feels bad. Feels bad. 11 to hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, just a casual 15 to hit. Because, you know, this is what happens when you have a lance of 6.7 and 7.7 pilots. It's fine. Everything is fine. Yes. Yeah, I think that he just, he really likes that mech a lot. Actually, I think we have to do the Jaeger. Shoot the Jaeger mech and hope for the best. The Warhammer. Oh my goodness, this is awful. Well, a single PPC will be fine. All right, the LRMs into the Jaeger, I think, is the right move. We can go 4 over on heat. That'll be fine. Oh, yes. I have also been fooled by that once or twice or 3 times. Wow. That blows. It's not even going to shoot. That'll be fine. All right. So the Archer firing at the Wolverine with Artemis ammo, because why not? Hits with all 20 missiles. So it takes 5 damage to the right arm, 5 damage to the left torso, 5 damage to the left torso, and 5 damage to the right arm. Missed with the other Artemis rounds. The Awesome firing at the Warhammer missed. Then the enemy Warhammer firing at the Guillotine hits with 1 PPC under the right torso. Great. The Vindicator took the head off the Wolverine, which is nice. So the Wolverine is no more. Heavy tracked APC fires a couple of machine guns for the lulls and missed. The Guillotine firing at the Stinger hits a large laser onto the right arm. SRM-6 hits with 3 of the 6 Deadfire missiles, doing 3 damage to the left torso, 3 to the right torso, 3 to the left torso. And then a medium laser to the left torso, destroying a heat sink and a jump jet. And then a medium laser to the center torso. MekHQ hits the Wolverine with an AC-5 into the left arm, then a medium laser into the center torso, AC-2 into the left torso, and AC-2 into the right torso. That's actually impressive that it did those AC-2s at that short a range. Then the Victor missed with the AC-20, but the SRM-4 hits with 3 missiles, doing 2 damage to the left torso, right arm, and center torso, critting with no effect. The Stinger missed. Crab hits with the small laser into the right leg. The Firestarter at the Wolverine hits with a medium laser into the right arm, machine gun into the left torso, and machine gun into the right torso. I think that Wolverine is falling. That's what I predict. The Wolverine hits with its AC-5 in the center torso of the Jaeger. Then that's it. And then our Warhammer, puts a PPC into the left arm, destroying the left arm, transferring 3 to the left torso. Oh, feels good. The Crusader firing at the MegaMek hits with one of the LRM-15s. 9 missiles go in, doing 5 damage to the left torso, 5 damage to the left arm, and 5 damage to the head. 4 armor remaining on the head. The pilot takes a hit. The Wolverine, I called it. It fell, doing 6 damage to the left leg. The pilot takes a hit. The Stinger fell, damaging its left arm. That pilot also takes a hit. The MegaMek stays standing. Oofda. Well, might as well try to kick the fire starter. And then the crab can hopefully maybe kick the Jaeger. Kick an APC. And of course, you should always kick the Stinger. Always kick the Stinger. All right, the MegaMek kicks the crab and the left leg is down to 8 armor. The Victor kicking at the fire starter missed. The crab missed. Everybody missing by 1. Oh, it hurts. Oh, the poor thing. The guillotine kicks the Stinger in the head, destroying the head, just crushing it. Oh, man. The Victor stays standing. Crab falls. Does 5 damage to his right leg, and the pilot takes a hit. Everybody gets a hit. Sad day. Okay. Now to see if those pilots can even stand. But we won initiative, which is great. You know, the funny thing is I was trying to beeline it for the VIP. And it just failed horribly. Absolutely terribly. All right, well. 7 to get up. You managed it. Good job. Congratulations. Then the Wolverine. It's an 8. Okay, good. Then after that, I think, oh, they dumped their foot platoon, which is really annoying because I don't have any machine guns over there. All right, the guillotine. I actually want them to just close the distance with the Warhammer. Same thing with the Awesome. Yeah, we'll do that. The Warhammer. Let's bring you there. Minerva can go... No, don't do that. Go there. And then the Crusader can go there. All right, everybody magically stood up and did not fall again, which is neat and somewhat surprising. I think they deserve a cookie. Okay, the Awesome is cool enough. So 3 ERP PCs and a streak puts us 9 over. The Victor, 9 for the AC-20. Here's to hoping. Yeah, machine guns are free. And then medium laser and another medium laser. And then you can fire a large, medium, and a small laser. Go forth and prosper. The Valkyrie, 8 to hit on the Flamer, which is a no-brainer. Okay, ERP PC, LRM, and a medium pulse. Into the Warhammer. Let's go ahead and grab the guillotine just so it's done and out of the way. And, yeah, just fire everything. All the things. Okay, so the Wolverine. Yeah, we'll do that. So put the AC5 towards the Jaeger and everything else into the Firestarter. The Warhammer. Double PPCs into the Jaeger would be great. I think you can hopefully hit the Raven. Well, not the Raven. The Archer named Raven. Yeah, and 5 over on heat will be fine. The Crusader. Yes. Unleash all of the acid ammo. All right, the tracked APC hits the Vindicator in the right arm with a machine gun. The Awesome hits with 2 of the ERPPCs, putting 1 into the left arm and 1 into the right torso. Also hits with the Streak, doing 2 damage to the left torso, 2 damage to the right torso. The Jaeger at the Wolverine destroys the right arm of the Wolverine with an AC5, and then also does some damage to the right torso. The Victor missed with everything except for a single medium laser. Come on, man. Come on, I wanted you to AC-20 the Jaeger. Then the Firestarter and the Wolverine hits the left torso with a medium laser and the right torso with a machine gun. The Crab missed the Jaeger completely. The Valkyrie missed. The Vindicator at the Warhammer hits the left arm with this ERPPC. LRM hits with 3 missiles into the right arm. The Guillotine, ooh, not great. Hits with a medium laser into the left torso, medium laser into the left leg, and missed with everything else. That's kind of sad. Warhammer hits the Awesome with a medium laser in the left leg, medium laser to the left leg, and missed with everything else. The Wolverine at the MegaMek missed, but medium laser into the Firestarter hits the left torso, missed with everything else. The Warhammer at the Jaeger hits with a PPC into the left arm and a PPC into the left leg. Nice. The Archer missed. Oh, no. Hits with the Artemis, so 20 missiles into the Wolverine, doing 5 damage to the left arm, 5 damage to the right torso, another 5 to the right torso, and 5 to the left arm. Then the Crusader at the Archer hits with the LRM, doing 9 Deadfire missiles, 5 damage to the right torso, right arm, left arm, and 3 to the center torso, critting without effect, and then another 6 Deadfire missiles, doing 5 damage to the right arm, left arm, and 2 to the center torso. The Crusader at the Jaeger hits with the SRM-6 acid ammo, doing a bunch of damage to the center torso and the right arm. So the Wolverine stays standing. Archer stays standing. Jaeger stays standing. Enemy Warhammer falls. Does a total of 7 damage to the left torso, but our VIP, Juan Costa, does not take any damage. All right. So 7 to hit, here's the hoping. A 6 to hit, also here's the hoping. 6, okay. 6, sure. And a 3. Oh, something reasonable, finally. All right, the Jaeger kicks the Victor in the right leg. The Victor kicks the Jaeger in the right leg, doing 16 damage down to 7 internal structure. The Crap missed. Valkyrie missed. Wolverine hits the Firestarter in the right leg, critting on the hip and the foot. Crusader hits the Firestarter in the right leg, destroying the right leg. So the Victor stays standing. The Crab falls yet again because it can't roll to save its life. The pilot takes another hit. No! This dude's losing an arm. Like he's having a foot or an arm or something amputated. The Valkyrie also fell, but that pilot does not take damage. The Firestarter automatically falls, doing 4 damage to the center torso. That pilot takes a hit. The Jaeger stays standing. All right. Things are exciting. And we lost initiative. And the reinforcements have arrived from the north. Okay, well, the Valkyrie... Why don't we just do that? Oh, womp womp. there's a bug that prevents pilots from getting decapitated. Well, okay, so in fairness, it would not make sense for a pilot to take a single hit and be decapitated because they're not dead. Like, they don't die from the hit. Now, if they take 6 hits, yeah, that totally makes sense. They get decapitated. Fine, whatever. And so it would actually be very frustrating if a pilot did get decapitated from a single hit. Yeah. That's just my 2 cents worth. Now, losing a hand, okay, fine. I can get behind that. I mean, you do you. You do the things. You make the magic happen. I'm just throwing my 2 cents worth out there. Why can these pilots do nothing? All right. Good. The Warhammer stood up, which means knife fighting distance. Where's the guillotine? There's the guillotine. No. Can you jump? Yes, you can. Look, it's just because you haven't... You need to take a long rest so that you can learn the correct spells and then come at it again tomorrow. Vindicator. Yes. Oh, good. The fire starter ejected. So the Warhammer can go to there. Yow. All right. The MegaMek is actually withdrawing, which is great. The Wolverine, sure, you can pick somebody up. That's fine. Skip. Crusader. Go there. And then this Crusader, go to there. Good. This is good. All right, nothing could possibly go wrong. Very well, 9 over. All right, just hit with the AC-20. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about anything else, just the AC-20. Yes. Sure, an 11 to hit seems reasonable. Now is not the time to save ammo. Now we spend all of the ammo and shoot all of the things, I hope. Oh, hey, look, an 11 to hit, that'll work. All right, PPCs into an archer, yes. And then we do this. 8 over will be fine. Sure, why not? Great. Alrighty. So let's take a quick look here. The Awesome into the Warhammer hits with 2 PPCs, one into the center torso, one into the left leg, and medium pulse into the left arm. And then the streak goes into the head, doing 2 damage, another 2 into the right torso, and then the small pulse laser into the right leg. The archer missed the crab with a bunch, but hits with the LRM-20 Artemis, doing 5 damage to the right leg, 5 damage to the left torso, 5 to the right torso, and 5 to the left torso. Then another 16 missiles hit, doing 5 to the left arm, 5 to the left leg, 5 to the center torso, and 1 to the right torso. This pilot is falling again. I just see it. I see it right now. The Victor missed with the AC-20 and missed with literally everything. The Warhammer firing at the Awesome hits with a medium laser into the right torso, medium laser into the left arm, and then a small laser into the center torso, small laser into the left arm, machine gun into the center torso. And then the SRM hits with 2 dead fire missiles, doing 3 damage to the right torso, 3 damage to the left leg. The Crab into the MegaMek hits the rear center torso with a large laser. Nice. And missed with everything else. The heavy tracked APC hits the Awesome with a couple of machine guns. The Valkyrie at the Archer missed. The Vindicator at the Warhammer. Why? Why are you the way you are? You needed a 4. You rolled a 3. But the medium pulse laser did hit because it couldn't miss. Destroying the left arm and transferring to the left torso. The Awesome, the Foot Platoon missed the Awesome. The Wolverine at the MegaMek missed. The Warhammer at the Archer hits with both PPCs, putting 1 in the left torso, 1 in the left leg. The Guillotine into the Warhammer hits with a large laser in the left torso. Medium laser on the right arm, medium laser on the left torso. Oh, man. I saw a machine gun. I got excited. And then Crusader into the Archer hits the SRM-6. And, yeah. The Awesome stays standing. The Crab falls, doing another hit to the pilot. Oh, no. Is bad. Archer stays standing. The Warhammer falls, damaging the left leg and the right leg, critting on the lower leg, and the pilot avoids damage. Okay, I am going to step away for about 5 minutes. My wife has a quick question, so I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll finish this up. Okay, we're back. And with all that stuff being said and done, all we have to do is kick a Warhammer a couple of times, right? Right. So a 1 to hit. Can you kick a MegaMek on a 7? Maybe. We're going to find out. That's a 1 to hit. No, don't step on the pilot. I don't believe in stepping on pilots unless they're pirates, and then maybe you step on them. Okay. This is looking good. So the Warhammer gets kicked in the right leg. The MegaMek right leg is destroyed. Vindicator destroys the left torso, critting on the engine. You weren't wrong. There was, in fact, an engine explosion. Or, sorry, an ammo explosion. It just did not happen nearly as soon as we were hoping. Cool. Slash. Victory. Get out. And then, oh, good. The MegaMek exploded too. This is good. Done. Done, 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 done. Oh, that's so funny. The VIP, not only did we destroy the mech, we picked him up. We picked him up. All right. We'll save a GIF. We'll do this. And that. All right. Well, we didn't lose any mechs, which is a huge bonus. And we kind of demolished them, actually. You know, we came out of this with 90, call it 93% of our BV, our battle value, intact. They're walking home with 41% of their battle value being intact, which I am super duper cool with. I'm just a little sad that we don't get to control the field of battle. Now, what do you think the damage to that crab pilot is going to be? Let's go ahead and give this to... That was the Wolverine that finally did that. The serration was... That was the... Where is it at? Guillotine. MegaMek goes to the Victor. And that's it. Can confirm. Oh, you got a bronze star. Good for you. You were involved in combat. Congratulations. You didn't die. Okay. That's actually not too bad for taking 3 hits, a burned upper arm, a burned calf, and then a right foot fracture. It's not even an open fracture. It's just a fracture. And then McGregor got facial burns. He'll have a cool scar to tell the girls. Good story, bro. Okay, cool. Oof. Woof. Great. Repair bay. Yes, let's do this. And we are going to go forward by a day. Oh, and Alpha and Bravo Lance came back. And Tango Lance. Everybody came back. Which means that we actually have the people to roll out and deal with the crisis. Which wouldn't be terrible. All right. Well, I think that we're actually going to go ahead and call it here because we've been on for about 2.5 hours and I have to be at work in the morning, unfortunately. But the next stream will be on Wednesday, so 2 days from now. You don't have to wait too long. The next stream will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and we'll go for 2.5 hours again. I hope that you all are still enjoying this. I might might just play with one of the nightlies on that one instead of 50.10. But anyways, thank you to everybody who has followed on Twitch. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed. It means the world. And then for those of you on YouTube, also thank you for subscribing. I'm up to like 40 subscribers, which is way more than I ever thought I would have. If you're watching this later on, just go down there, hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and then if you hit the little bell, then you'll get notifications when I publish anything. There will be more tutorials coming out as soon as I get a little time. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you all have a great rest of the night, and we're going to catch you next time. Take care.